Hello everyone, can you hear me? Can you see me? Please confirm before I continue. Technology is giving us a big problem this side. Please say something, say something, say something, say something. Say something, say something. Say something before I start. Say something before I start. Say something before I start. I'm waiting on your comments. I'm waiting on your comments, please. Technology is a problem this side. Kindly say something. Kindly say something. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I clear? Please say something. Zimbabwe. Please say something. Can't see any comment here. I'm not sure if you're connected or not. I can't see any comment. I'll wait on you to say something before I continue. Say something please before I continue. Alright. Okay, I can see that there are 2 people who are watching right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I have to use my phone now. I have to use my phone now because now my laptop was not connected. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Zimbabwe? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Please say something. I'm waiting for you to say something. Alright. I will start my presentation. Let me start by thanking Mr. Takuza Jeranyama from Cape Gallery, Zimbabwe, for this great opportunity to share more on baking. In preparation for this, I tried to learn Shona. I used the internet to try to get a few words translated to Shona. The first word is moro. Did I say it right? I hope I said it right. And then makadi zwenyu. In the internet it says, it means how are you? Please say something. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Florence Mteta Chikera, for responding. Thank you very much. Before we get into our discussion, I would like to ask this. Bakers, why are you in the baking industry? Before you get into anything else, why are you in the baking industry? This is how we are starting our conversation. This is how we are starting our discussion. Why are you in this baking industry? Are you baking because everyone is doing it? Are you baking because you love it? Are you baking because you want to make money out of it? Or you are baking because there's a gap that you want to fill in the baking industry? I believe you have answers to the questions I've asked you. We'll continue with our presentation. My name is Fritzone Lenyato. I'm the founder of Len Bakeries in Botswana. My Facebook page is called Len Bakeries BW. My YouTube channel is called Len Bakeries BW also. This presentation that I've prepared, I'll share it with you the moment I am done with presenting. The topic for discussion today is baking for success. Not just baking, but baking with a mission, baking with an objective. Not only to make money, but to make a difference. Your success in this business is determined by your intentions. This is why initially I asked, what are your reasons for being in this baking industry? What different thing are you bringing to the already existing market or industry? Where do you see yourself in the next maybe 5 years in this baking industry? I'm throwing questions to you so that you can put thoughts into all this that we are making, into this business of ours. You know, when we were growing up, we found some women. They were selling some vegetables, some seeds by the roadside. Some were selling, they had some small kiosks. They were selling sweets and sugars and everything in it. 30 years down the line, those people are still doing the same thing. They are still selling those things that they were selling 30 years ago. They are still doing the same thing. What is your intention? Do you want to see yourself there like them, 30 years down the line, still baking those small cakes? Or you want to now grow and become big? It's all upon you as a baker. Have you ever sat down and thought about this? Have you ever sat down and considered all this? This is going to inform you if you are going to bake or if you are in this industry for success or for something else. But I trust that Zimbabwean bakers, you are in it for success. And I believe so. And if you have answers to all these questions, then you are on the right track. Like I said earlier, I want you to put thought into this business. I want you to think about this that you are doing. Why am I doing this? Where do I see myself in the future? We'll continue with that presentation. Our outline of the presentation is, firstly, I'll tell you about myself and what I do as Len Bakeries. And then the second thing is, how do we bake for success? Important things to consider when you want to bake for success. Like I believe in Zimbabwe, you want to bake for success, or you are already baking for success. The first thing, business strategy. Second thing in our presentation is the quality of your products. The third thing is the pricing of your products. The fourth thing is the marketing of your products. The fifth thing is the branding of your products. And then we'll get into conclusion, and then I'll take questions if you have questions, and I'll ask them. Who is Len Bakeries? Like I said earlier, my name is Fritzone Lenyato. I started this business in 2013 after a friend of mine made me a very nice cake. So from there, I developed interest in baking. And then I started baking for my family before I could start baking for other people. And I believe even you as bakers, you started baking for your family, for your relatives, for people close to you, for your friends and your colleagues, before you now have that confidence and that boldness to start doing a bit for money, of a business. Len is short for Lenyato. Lenyato, remember, is my surname. Now, Len, the first 3 words of my surname. Lenyatso is my marital surname. Anyway, I'm a self-taught baker. I never got in class to learn how to bake. And this is something that I'll say sometimes it surprises some people. In this business of mine, we bake cakes, we bake cupcakes, and recently I have launched my very own buttercream, which is now sold locally. Buttercream, you all know, is a very important part of the cake. To me, a cake without buttercream is just great. I personally believe buttercream is what qualifies a cake to be one. The reason for me to make buttercream is that traditionally, bakers all over the world, they make their own buttercreams. So I thought, why not try it? Because making buttercream takes a lot of time. It takes even resources. It can even be frustrating, especially if you are new in this baking business. Our buttercream comes in 5 different flavors. We have vanilla, we have caramel, we have lemon, we have chocolate, and we have cream cheese. I also didn't go for class to make buttercream. All I did was I read in the internet on how to make it. I researched about it. I tried it. I failed so many times, but eventually it worked for me. And it became what I wanted it to be. So the same buttercream that I sell locally to many people around is the buttercream that I have been making since 2013 to frost my cakes and my cupcakes. I would say currently it's doing great in the market because they are really thankful and grateful for it. The government is also very supportive of this unique initiative. This to me, or to many people around, the buttercream sale is more of a problem solver to many bakers. We all know that looking for the ingredients for cakes, for the buttercream, they take time, they can be frustrating. And, especially in these times of COVID-19, where goods are not always there in the shops. So like I said, buttercream sale by me is more of a problem solver to bakers locally. So I'm looking forward to a time when I'll be able to export my buttercream to Zimbabwe. It is very yummy, you're going to love it. And we don't only make these buttercreams, we also provide training in baking. Baking is one of the basic skills that people always want to have. And because currently, or some time back when we started baking, there was no one who was teaching how to bake locally in my country. I decided to tap into the market and then teach how to bake. So this is in a nutshell who Land Bakeries is. This is in a nutshell who I am. I hope you are inspired. I hope you are also going to look for gaps in your market and try to fill them, which are going to be problem solvers. Now, how to bake for success. Success does not happen by default. You have to work towards it. You have to be determined to make it. Success also does not happen overnight. It takes time. And when it comes to time, you have to be very patient and remain very focused. You have to be able to learn from other people. You have to join other baking groups, especially online. Or even otherwise, if you have other groups there in Zimbabwe, try to be part of those things. You are building your way to your own success in this business by connecting to others. Even internationally, try to look for baking groups, even online, on social media platforms, and join them. You will learn a lot from them. So one thing that you have to be very sensitive of, or which I'll say you are very aware of right now, is that there are many bakers around. Competition is very tough. Some are professionals, some are experts, some know what you don't know, even if you've been there for some time. Some are very extremely good. And many are thinking or planning to do what you are doing. And some come even financially very prepared when they get into this baking industry. Now the question that I want to present to us is that, how then do we bake for success in this environment? When the experts decide, when there are those who are very good decide, when there are those who have that financial muscle, how then do I as an individual baker in Zimbabwe bake for success despite all this? Number one, strategy. You don't just get into a business because you can. Plan for it. Love and have passion for baking, for what you're doing. This is going to give you courage in a time when you are tired or you want to quit or where you are discouraged. Passion is going to take you very far. Set yourself apart. Sorry about that, internet. Like I said, number one, have a strategy, strategize. Don't just get into this business because you can or because you want to or because you have money. Plan for it. Again, love what you're doing, have passion for it. This is going to give you courage not to quit when you are presented with challenges. Set yourself apart from the rest. Have passion for what you are doing. Do market research. What is trending? There's always something new in this. What can you introduce to the market that is not there? Plan to expand your business after some time, after you get settled in the business. The second thing, quality of your products. It matters. The quality of your products matters in terms of the taste, in terms of the look or the decorations, in terms of even the cake boards, that everything that you use, they matter. There are cakes that when you look outside, they look so good, that then when you take it and you try to eat it, it's something else. So now, as a baker in Zimbabwe who wants to bake for success, strike a balance between these two. The taste, the look, and even the things and the box and the boxes that you use. Strike a balance between them. Again, use quality ingredients. Do not compromise on this. The quality of your ingredients are going to determine or affect the quality of your product. That one is for sure, like that is guaranteed. For example, use cake flour to bake cakes. Don't use all-purpose flour. Because cake flour has been made specifically for cakes and for baking. If you're going to compromise on other things, it's not going to work for you in terms of baking for success. The third thing, pricing your products. Be reasonable, especially when you are starting. Remember, when you start, you are not known. People don't know you. And automatically, people may not even trust your products. So be reasonable when you do this. There are some new bakers who are going to start baking on a very high prices, selling their products on a very high prices. And believe me, that is not sustainable. In the long run, it's not sustainable. If you're going to start at a very high price, you may even push people away. Remember, you're getting in an industry that already exists, where people are already there. Now, if you push people away with your high prices, they're going to go somewhere else. And what are you going to be left with? So clients have options. Always have that in your mind. Clients, customers, they have options. Of course, if you were a monopoly, it would work for you. You could take the prices very high and people will still buy. But because now there's competition, it doesn't allow that. Until you are well established after some time. Remember, the discussion of today is baking for success. We are talking about pricing your products. It affects whether you're going to bake or you're baking for success or not. That one, we can't run away from it, and you can't change it. Pricing is very important. After you establish your client base, that's when you can maybe increase prices. But then when you price your products, your cakes or your cupcakes or your scones, what informs you? Some people are going to sit down and say, this cake, I think I can charge it $100. $100. That's not good. That's not how you charge your products. It's not even professional. It's a bad approach. You have to sit down, do your calculations. How much are you spending in making that cake? What is your profit margin? Don't charge based on another person. Don't charge just thinking from my head that no, maybe I can charge this. No. There are many factors to consider. And also it's okay to charge differently. Don't base your prices on other people. It's okay to charge differently. Because, like I said, there are many factors to be considered. Charging your products from your head without a basis is a reason why some people overprice their products and why some underprice their products. And this can cause a lot of confusion among bakers. Because when you are too cheap, other bakers are going to look at you and be like, okay, how is this person making money? Is there any profit in this? And then also when you are too expensive, people are going to be like, who is buying from this person? So that you have to try to be reasonable. Also, basing on your costs. Basing on what you have spent. For you to spend, say, $50 to make a cake and then charge it $500, it doesn't make sense. And the unfortunate thing is that there are bakers who are doing that. It's not good. And it's not sustainable. High prices, not sustainable. So have a plan. Strategize. Think about what you are doing. Sit down and make calculations. Remember, our topic for today is baking for success. And this is the way of baking for success. So sometime back, I sat down and I said, okay, if I'm going to charge a customer $500 for a cake, me now, if I was that customer, was I going to agree or was I going to buy that cake at that price that I have set for the customer? Would I be willing to pay this money for this cake? Sometimes you should, be on the other end and think about it. If I charge this amount, would I pay this amount, the same amount, to someone else for the same product? Would I? You have to think about these things. So put thought in what you do. It's going to help you to make well-informed decisions in your business. Remember, we're on our road to baking for success. Now, the other thing that is very important that you have to consider on your way to success in this baking industry is marketing your products. Marketing is very important. It informs people about your products. People are not going to know anything about you or anything about what you make until you tell them. Until you say, hi, I'm here. If you don't do it, they're not going to know you. And that's it. So it is through marketing that customers get to know you. They get to know your products. And they get to know where they can find them. They also get to know, the costs, their value. Marketing is so important because it creates awareness of your existence. It can also help a business to stand out. And now, in terms of marketing in this day and era, social media is a very powerful tool. It's very, very influential. Don't undermine social media. My business, personally, is where it is because of social media. So utilize it. Post your work. Share your work. After all, we pay for internet, so utilize this social media. Marketing your products is going to help you to get in the right track on your way to success. And market should not be a once-off thing, You just post your cake or your cupcakes once in a month. No. If you do that, you're not going to make it. You have to be consistent. You have to be aggressive in the market. You have to be aggressive. If you want to really make it, you have to be aggressive. If it means posting your products in every group, every page, do it. Because the intention is to create awareness. The intention is to make sure that people know about what you are doing. People see what you are doing. So don't even be apologetic about it. Be unapologetic when it comes to marketing. It should be an ongoing strategy. It will help a business flourish. It will help a business grow. It has helped mine. This is why I'm talking about this now. Also engage your customers. Ask them for reviews. How do they see your products? How was the taste? Do they like them? Don't be afraid of negative feedback. Be open-minded. It is going to help you to improve. And even on social media, if you have a Facebook page, when they comment, try by all means to reply to their posts or their comments. They will love you and they will trust you. Again, make freebies. Don't be stingy. For instance, for me, every month I do offer those who have shared most of my posts online a free cake and cupcakes. It has been a hit. And it has grown my business. And also, in terms of making freebies, I've trained a number of people for free. So remember, we are baking for success. Marketing your products is very important. It's your business. You drive it where you want it to go. You take it where you want it to go. It's upon you. It's not upon your customers. Your customers, what they are doing is that they are responding to what you are doing. When they come to buy, it's a response. Yes, it's just a response to you. So this means if you don't do anything, they're not going to do anything. But if you market, they will come. Again, on social media, Facebook pages. Promote a Facebook page. It's very, very cheap. It's very, very cheap and it's worth it. Try to sponsor your page or your business on Facebook or even on Instagram. If you have been thinking that maybe this is a scam, it's not a scam. It works for me. I've been doing it since around 2014, 2015. Like I said earlier, my business is where it is because of social media. Sponsoring my post, boosting my post, promoting my page, paying something. So one thing that I've realized is that even when I stop promoting my page, my sales will go a little bit down. But the moment I start promoting or boosting even my post, the sales will shoot up. Sometimes they'll even double. And sometimes I'm even forced to turn some customers away because I will be overbooked. And then some bakers will say, wow, you are so lucky. How do you get overbooked? When me, I get only one order in a month. It's not luck. It's marketing. Be intentional about your business. Even if it means popping out some money, paying some money, do it. As long as it works for you. Budget and do your calculations and market yourself. Spend money to market your business. It will pay off. This, I promise you. The other thing now is branding your products. Branding makes a more memorable impression on consumers. It also allows your customers to have an idea of what to expect from a business. It is also a way of distinguishing yourself from your competitors. And you're also making sure that people can see and know that I'm offering something better. Branding. So if you don't brand your products, you're going to be just like the rest of others. Just like other people. Just like other bakers. Just like everyone in the industry. But the moment you take this branding seriously, you'll be setting yourself apart. You'll be different. And people will get to see you, to recognize you. So there are many areas that people can use to brand. Promotions, logos, advertising, even the service. All this, they work together to create one unique attention. It's upon you. Remember, we are baking for success. Branding is going to get your business recognition. You see, these buttercreams that I make, they got me serious recognition. Just by the branding, the way the container looks like. And that's it. Major retailers started calling me, supermarkets started calling me, because they want to sell this buttercream for me. They want me to supply them. Just by looking at only the picture. They have not tasted it. Some don't even know what buttercream is. But because they've seen a picture, they said, yes, this is it. Bring it. So branding also creates business value. It can generate new customers. It can improve even employee pride and satisfaction, and even customers. It also supports advertising. So make sure you brand your business. Make sure you brand your products. Take this one very seriously. Now, in conclusion, I want to know from you in Zimbabwe, as bakers, when a client is not happy with your cake, what do you do? Do you say, I can help you? What do you do? I'm asking this because I want you to be able to put your mind into this and to look at it at all angles. Because remember, we are baking for success. We all want to be successful in this business. So you have to make sure that you establish trust within your clients. I'm asking this because it's going to show that do you take your customers seriously or you don't take your customers seriously. But I want to tell you, take your customers seriously. If they are not happy about your products, do something about it. This can be either your product or your service. Do something, improve, apologize, and even offer them something. Don't just leave it like that. Because you want to bake for success. You want that customer to come back again and again. You can win them over by that. Apologizing and offering them something else. You can offer some cupcakes, not necessarily money. A small cake, just something. Because a happy customer will work as a marketing agent for your business. Believe me. Even me, when I go somewhere for a service or to buy something and I'm happy, I'm going to make referrals. And that is in its own marketing. So always make sure that your customers are happy. Also be professional. Take your business serious. Have plans to grow it. Not to be in the same place like our or those bad. Selling the same thing over years, the same place over years, the same, nothing changing. No. We have to do it differently. So do it differently. Lastly, you direct your business to where you want it to go. No one is going to make that for you or do that for you. It's upon you. You direct it to where you want it to go. You want to go the road to success or otherwise? It's on you. The ball is on your court. It's in your court. So this is the end of my presentation. I believe you have learned a lot from this presentation. Remember, baking for success is upon you. I wish you all success in your baking. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to ask it. Write a comment and I will answer. Mr. Takuzwa Jeranyama. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask. Like I said earlier, this presentation, I'm going to share it on the documents of this page, so that you can, anyone who has not watched this or who wants to make referrals, you can look at it at a different time. If there are any questions, please ask any question. I also have as I wait for you to ask any question, recently I started a YouTube channel. Please make sure that you subscribe to it. This is marketing. I'm marketing myself. Make sure that you subscribe to it and watch our videos. You're going to learn a lot. My Facebook page is called Learn Bakeries BW. YouTube is Learn Bakeries BW. So, is there anyone with a question? Any question, any question, any question? I can answer it. Any question? Please. There are no questions? Okay. I don't know how the business there in Zim is, but this side, there are some challenges that we can also face. I was actually expecting someone to ask me about the challenges that I have faced or I'm facing or that bakers are facing in the local market in Botswana. Some of our customers that we meet there can be very difficult, and that is a challenge. Some don't even want to pay. Some want to take advantage of you. And also another challenge is the unavailability of ingredients and equipment locally. So some of these things are the challenges that we meet in this business. Also, sometimes we want to grow and become big, but the financial muscle can be a big problem. I don't know if there's any question, but if there's none, I'd like to take this time to say Thank you, Zimbabwe Cake Gallery, for taking your time to listen to me. Thank you, Takuza. It's been an honor and a pleasure to share this presentation with you. Please let us make sure that we are going to bake for success. Please let us look into the gaps into this industry and introduce something different, something new. We are here, we can support you even in other countries around Zimbabwe. Lastly, I love you, Zimbabwe. Goodbye, and God bless you. I wish you happy baking. Bye. Bye.